This is my project, a Polaris 340 Sport. It actually has jetting and recommendations and clutching recommendations too. That's cool. When I tested it, this cylinder did 115. This one did like around 100 warm. That's too low. At worst, this one's going to need a new plug wire cap. That one, and it's going to need a top end. But that should be an easy job. It already runs. It's got a fuel valve. I don't know if it works. It's probably rusted tight. Yeah, that's rusted tight. I'd have to... Oh, that's been bypassed. Huh. I'll have to put that back in order. That might have been rusted shut, so I'll have to get that put back in order or try to find another one. But yeah. Yeah, a new top end, seat cover and taillight. This is good to go. I got to get new push pins for the windshield. They had to break those off. This is the one Cougar that I got, all covered in snow again, but this one needs a recoil. Throttle is locked up or froze. Don't know if it's in the carbs or what, but the seat is in pretty good shape. I just have to figure out why this popped off of its where the snaps go down. And I got two more coming in a little bit. Okay, so the guy just came and dropped off the one of two more project sleds. This is another thing. This one's an 89 AFS Cougar. The AFS refers to the front suspension, I do believe. Only a few issues. Being fiberglass, this hood is very fixable. Probably going to put it to a shop, get that repaired, get this redone. They might have to just totally cut that section out and rebuild it. Don't know if you can patch that. It's going to need a windshield. This one's busted. But throttle cable works. And it's got the recoil works. But this, I don't know. This is just a heat shield or something on the hood. I'd have to get a new one. But yeah, if I can even get that, it's so brittle. Let's toss that out of the way. And of course, it's oil injected. This one, it's missing the boots to go to the intake, but I'm probably gonna just take the airbox out, put individual air filters on there. You don't need air filters on these, really. You just need it to keep the debris out. This cylinder has 120 psi on compression, but that cylinder has the blown head gasket. So you can see that little hole, head gasket melted right in there. So I'm thinking just a head gasket, get the air filters on here. You can see there are no fuel lines, so I have to figure out the routing for all that stuff. But at least I have the other Cougar to look at to figure all that out. So yeah, this is it shouldn't be too difficult, but it'll be a lot nicer to work on when it's warmer. So yeah, I don't know if I can replace the plug wires or not, because this end is really messed up. I mean, this one is messed up. May just have to I'll have to check to see if it's actually the coil. Then I'll just get a coil and plug wires anyway. So but the miles on this one are 5,777. I'm judging that is correct because the track looks in pretty good shape. The plan for this one is to take the ski skins from the other Cougar, put them on here, or just swap the skis, depending on, you know, what I feel like doing. Get the hood repaired, painted Arctic Cat green, and make it look like do a custom wrap and make it look like the factory race sleds or something, to see if I could find a good picture. Otherwise, I'm just going to have the graphics duplicated because they're going to be absolutely destroyed in the repair of the hood process. So, then I got the Panther coming yet. I'll show you that one as soon as that one comes. Now this is the 85 Panther. It was last, looks like registered for the 98. So that's been 20 years since it's probably been actively ridden, but the guy told me, they said the guy started it up for him, so it can't be too bad. A seat cover, some odds and ends, the fuel gauge line. I have to figure out, probably try to get a repair manual for all that. It does have a parking brake. This one shows 2,757 miles, so I'll just round it up. And let's see, got the choke, got the hand warmer, no thumb warmer, so I would recommend wearing mittens on this one, you know, mitten gloves. A lot less stuff in the way than on that Cougar. So yeah, this one might be able to run once I get the fuel lines figured out. I don't even know if that fuel line gauge is even connected. Yeah, I just have to get the recoil rope figured out, get that back into position. Probably just get a new rope or a recoil. That's what I might have to do. So yeah, this one is just might be able to run with a minimal amount of work. So this one I might work on first. You know, let me get a little success going. I'm gonna have to lengthen that, get a different hood cable for it, so so the hood will stay up. Man, it's getting windy out here. So the wind is gonna hold it up. See, I don't know if that. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the oil injection. It's going to need a new cap. So I'm going to have to I'm going to have to get one of those. So that cap just is broken. Yeah, I might try to get this one going first. So it says a primer. Doesn't look like there's anything hooked up for the primer. It might be bypassed. I'll just rig this one up like rental style for the ignition switch and not worry about the key. So yeah, I'll probably rig that up so it just works off of the kill switch. And this one's a 550 fan cooled single carb. And just because the speedometer says 100 doesn't mean it's going to do it. Probably be more like 80. I don't know if I want to go 80 on this one, because this one doesn't have a whole lot more suspension than the Jag does. I'm sure it's a little better though, but yeah, it's about the same design. This Cougar is going to ride a lot nicer. See, it's got the better front end, better slide rail suspension, better just about everything. So that's it for the project sleds.